Okay, right now we are talking about breakfast. I'm gonna show y'all how I make my grits. Okay, I'm gonna make my grits how I feel like my grandma Gigi used to make her grits, but I'm gonna show y'all how I do them because one time me and my aunt Jessie was going back and forth because she was like, Miss Clara did not use a whisk, and I was explaining to her Aunt Jessie, Miss Clara didn't use a whisk because maybe Miss Clara didn't want to use a whisk. But as for me, I'm going to use a whisk because I want to get all them lumps and clumps and bumps out, okay? So, I'm going to show you how I make my grits. Okay, so the very first thing is I measure with my heart. In reference to how much water, Lady K, how much water I'm supposed to use, you got to do what works best for you. I'm just going to use this much water right here. This is probably like a cup and a half of water, okay? Now I'm going to also go inside of my cabinet. I'm going to get my Himalayan salt and I'm going to put some salt in my water. Salt is going to help those grits taste amazing. If you don't add salt to your water, you are already not you might forget it. I'm not saying that because you could add it later, but I like to add mine in the beginning. Okay, go ahead and give that a good stir. Remember, cover it up, leave it be, let it boil. Okay, listen. So I brought these from I don't even know. I'll link some below. Don't worry. But I think I got them from Dollar Tree. But this was when Dollar Tree was still a Dollar Tree. I don't know if y'all know, but you know Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. Dollar Tree brought out Family Dollar, or Family Dollar brought out Dollar Tree, one or the other. So now they are combining the two. So I don't know about your local Dollar Tree, but what's happening is, do y'all remember when Dollar Tree used to have this aisle called the $5 aisle or something like that? And it was like if you went on that particular aisle, everything on there was like $5 and up, right? Um, that's how they kind of like merged them in slowly, but now you can see the transitioning of a lot of Dollar Trees. I don't know about y'all's, but our Dollar Trees, you can definitely see the transition. It almost looks like a Family Dollar now, but still have $1.25, $1.50, a dollar something, dollar this and this, whatever. So back when it was just an ordinary Dollar Tree, and I think I got these when we lived in Florida. But when it was an ordinary Dollar Tree, these right here are pretty big. I got these, but forget about that. Forget about Dollar Tree. Okay? Get something to store your grits. Then you ain't gotta have a whole bunch, because like we like grits so much that when my husband, we had to go to Georgia, he ended up getting a whole big thing of grits. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and refill it right now. But we love grits. Grits is a staple for breakfast, country southern breakfasts. Breakfasts. Is breakfast a word?
No, breakfast.
Breakfast. With an S. But it is such a staple. So just breakfast. Just breakfast. Just take a break and fix it. Okay? But we love grits. So we get the big things like this. And they don't sell these everywhere. If you want a big thing of grits, you might need to go to a Walmart. That's where we usually get ours from, is a Walmart. And I think this big thing of grits usually run about $4, maybe about $4 or $5. But I remember one time grits was like, it was a shortage of grits. You know, grits is nothing but corn. It's cornfields everywhere. But this right here is the Jimmy Dean grits. So, but yes, we love grits. Grits is like, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me finish this real quick. Let me put that scooper in there. Okay. Oh, my biscuits. Hold on. Listen, y'all. I just showed y'all how to make my version of Grandma Gigi's Southern style grits. TikTok decided to delete some of my video. So you guys did not see all the stuff that I put in it. So I'm going to have to tell you. I put some butter, okay? Gave it a good mix with the whisk. Then I added in some milk. I put in 1 whole egg, and I put in some heavy cream. I explained to y'all that this is my version of my grandma Gigi grits because I add things that she did not add or that she did not probably add. But I showed y'all the whole process and everything, and TikTok deleted it. But I said that my favorite part about my grandma Gigi grits is, you see that yellow ring? That's melted butter. And I used to love when she would make her grits. Really quickly, I'm gonna tell y'all the story about my grandma Gigi's Southern grits. So one day we went down to go visit them, and they lived in DC. We lived in Maryland. And my grandma Gigi had made this huge morning breakfast, and she had gave everybody a plate. She made your plate, and she was literally like standing at the countertop, and she was talking to us just like I'm leaning over the countertop. That's how she was. And she was standing there talking to us. She didn't eat, and I don't know why she didn't eat, but she didn't eat. And all of us was sitting at her round table that was in her corner at the house. And she kept coming, like as she seen your plate being emptied, she was coming and she was adding more grits, adding more eggs, adding more bacon, adding more sausage. And I was like, oh my God. And I remember my brother Anton, he ate so much food that he was feeling sick, like he was so stuffed. And my grandma Gigi was just steady filling up our plate. One of the things that I feel like I get from that whole story is she wants you to be full. And a lot of times, you guys, and I know, and I'm not trying to make no excuses for anybody, but a lot of times in our families, we feel like everybody has to always say, I love you. Everybody has to always, give you a hug. Everybody has to always, and I know those things are great, yes. But some families' dynamics is totally different. Or some family members, their version of sharing their love and their dynamic of love is different. And I used to feel like that was Grandma Gigi's way of loving on you, by the way that she cooked, the way that she would feed you, and the way that you would leave feeling full. So with that being said, this is my Grandma Gigi's Southern style grits.